20 years ago, Analleli Gallegos was brought to this country as a child from Mexico. Her father, Paulino, has spent the last 2 decades working in the fields and nurseries around Homestead. But on March 18th, he didn't come home. As Analleli and her brother grew concerned, the local police suggested she call ICE. That's when she discovered he was taken to Chrome.
It never went through my mind because obviously I never thought we were going to face that situation right now at that moment. So I hadn't called because obviously in my status, I was first of all scared because, I don't want them to kind of trace my phone and say, hey, all that stuff. So he did eventually call us, and I remember it was like around 11 in the morning that he told me that he was in Chrome. Right at that moment, I kind of froze. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know. I didn't even, I started crying. I was out of it. Like, I didn't want it to realize that was actually happening to us. So basically, yeah, until he called us at that morning is when I found out that, he was at Chrome. The first thing that came onto my mind was, he has diabetes. Everything's going on, the virus. So one of the things that, because we're going to some measures of people, staying home or buying, going to the grocery stores, buy the essentials that you need. So first of all, like I said, my dad, it's my, my primary support. So me working, I didn't know what's going to happen. I, didn't have enough money to go buy groceries. So I didn't know, first of all, what I was going to do. And then, for him, him being detained, what was going to happen to him.
And what was it like for him in there? What was the mood like among the other detainees?
Bueno, están preocupados por eso también, porque estaban entrando gente, metiendo gente y se estaba llenando eso más, que gente que venía de afuera para adentro.
Yeah. So he said like they were all concerned, obviously, because they were actually, more people coming in, and the fact that the virus was kind of spreading, and so they were a little bit like angry because they continue bringing more people in, and they obviously didn't know what was going to happen to them because they were not getting released at that time.
Was he concerned that other detainees might have the virus?
¿Tú estabas preocupado que otros tenían el virus?
No, pues ahí nada más había 6 personas que estaban en un cuarto, que estaban en proceso de ¿cómo se llama? De examinación, ¿cómo? Estaban, pero no estaban seguros que tenía el virus.
Okay.
Pero estaban en observación, pero los tenían separados.
Yeah, so he said that there was like approximately 6 people that were in observation because they were, presenting like they thought that they had the virus, but and he said they had them isolated, I guess, within the same room, so kind of in quarantine that they had them.
You obviously know that there are some people in this community who don't care, who think that your father is somehow a criminal because he violated U.S. immigration rules. Same for you in some regard, and just that what takes place in these facilities aren't really their concern. What would you say to them?
To me, I would tell them, it's something that it matters. It's for humanity. Everyone, regardless of what their situation is, someone shouldn't be allowed to go face all of those situations. The health is very important. I think we're all human beings, and I think we all should care about each other. And, and even though our status is kind of, labels us differently, we are the same people. Right now we're seeing each other, all DACA students, they're nurses, they're doctors, so it really doesn't matter what the status is. It's just a matter of being human, and caring for each other.
After more than 2 weeks, Paulino was released. That's our show. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week with another edition of Facing South Florida. I'm Jim DeFede. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.